Good morning, Spuds Country. Welcome to Dangle Fest 2023. This is game number 2 of the tournament. Last night, your Spuds took on the Rochester Mustangs, falling by a small difference of 2-1. Today, they are set to take on the North Wright County Riverhawks, an affiliate of St. Thomas Michael's Academy. Warm-ups are done. Pucks are being picked up. Spuds gather around their net. North Wright County gathers around their bench and then heads to the nets.
Welcome to the 2023 Dangle Fest presented by UConn. Today's game features the home North Wright County and the away Moorhead. Starting next one, red, number 35, Kendra Gilson.
Number 35, Kendra Gilson, starting in net for Moorhead. Back on the blue line will be number 6, Ava Dufault, and number 18, Kinsey Johnson up front. Will be number 24, Oops, wrong page. Ella Hanukkah.
Starting in net for North Wright County.
Number 10, Brooklyn Steen centering it up, and on the other side, number 5, Nevaeh Hendrickson. Starting for the Riverhawks in goal will be number 35, Ellie Dwinnell. Left and right on the blue line will be number 11, Samantha Beck, and number 4, Charlotte Heckendorf. Up front is going to be number 5, Presley Sobraki, number 18, Brooke Williams. And I did not catch who the center. Please stand by for the national anthem. Both teams head to their respective benches. Moorhead on the left, North Wright County on the right. Spuds are wearing their travel blacks with orange and white trim and will be skating left to right on your radio dial. North Wright County is wearing their home white with the blue and red and will be skating right to left. Both teams take to the net. Both goal minders head to their nets. Puck is down, won by Steen. He gets sent over onto the far wall and picked up by North Wright County. Into the Moorhead zones, Williams. Pulled free by Steen. She'll take it down into the corner, have it poke checked away by Dahlem. Dahlem is actually the center for the first line during this game. Johnson is able to break the puck loose. Puck goes back behind the net, off the stick of Steen onto the near side boards. It'll be picked up near side by Beck. Shot is picked off by the Spuds, taken out through the center by Hanukkah. She sends it all the way across ice over to Hendrickson on the far side. Hendrickson loses an edge, backhands the puck behind the Riverhawks net, where it'll be picked up and bumped out to center. Ness, far side. Tries to chip it ahead. It goes off of the skate, or off the leg of one of the exiting Riverhawk skaters. It'll be held up just inside the Riverhawk zone by Shirley and Ness. Shirley comes away with it, passes it over to Ness. Ness dumps it down low behind the net. Hockett picks it up, centering pass, shot! But a big save made by the Riverhawks goalminder, Ellie Dwinnell. Face-off goes to the club side. Handled by Moorhead, dumped down in behind, down deep. Picked up back behind the net by Hennessy from North Wright County. Oaks just inside of her own zone, clears it back out to center. Be taken by Bromer inside of her own zone. Shot, or pass was intercepted by Shirley with a big one-timer from the point that went right into the glove of Dwinnell. Face-off, not sure why it went to the left or to the right, but it should have gone either. Never, doesn't matter. I'm just talking. Tollefson ahead, down into the Moorhead zone, shot in the goal. Kendall Ringett has put the Riverhawks on the board first. At the 12:04 mark here of the first period. Everett and Ringett to face off. Spuds control. Johnson sends it off the near side boards. It's going to be picked up by Bromer. Down into the Moorhead zone. Johnson is able to break it free. It's chipped in back behind the net. Dufault goes after it. It's picked up by Bromer. Into the far side corner, Tollefson. Retzer near side. Tries to clear it out. It'll be held in by Bromer. Down into the corner. Handled by Dufault. Round the horn, back to the far side to Johnson. Johnson looks for the outlet. Has it knocked free by Lawrence. Riverhawks try for the shot. It'll be picked off by Dufault and sent the length of the ice. That one will get called back on icing. But the Spuds will make a change. Face-off far side between Dufault, or between Cutter and Rowan is controlled by the Riverhawks. Dumped into the corner by Beck. Picked up down low. Centering pass right out in front of Gilson is going to get covered up. So we'll come over to the near side, club side of Gilson for the face-off. North Wright County is going to win the draw. They're going to bump it down into the far side corner, where it'll be picked up by Oaks. She's able to clear it. With an assist from Tibitowski. Puck bounces around free at center ice. It'll be picked up by Beck and now dumped into the Moorhead zone near side. Down deep, Heckendorf. Tries to send it up the far side wall. Spuds come away with it. Tibitowski centering pass. Nobody home. Comes all the way over onto the near side boards. Handle along the near side, Lee. Lee shot right into the chest pads of Dwinnell. Dwinnell bumps it back behind the net. Steen and Heckendorf fight for it on the far side corner before it comes out to the point. And then cleared out to center by Dahlem. Down into the Moorhead zone, Dahlem. She tries for the breakaway. She's going to have it knocked free. It'll end up down in the near side corner. Spuds are able to pull it back. Chipped out to center by Hendrickson. Hendrickson pushes it ahead. It's going to be picked up by Fluharty. Now Steen sends it cross ice, but it's picked off by Williams. And then picked up by Hanukkah, who dumps it in deep into the far corner. Off the near side boards. Johnson picks it up. Tries sending it cross ice. The pass is intercepted by Bateson. Centering pass comes all the way up to the point. Shot into heavy traffic. Rebound off Gilson. Rebound goes behind the net on that one. Upcoming penalty on the Spuds. I did not see what it is, but we're about to find out. So the guilty party is number 18, Kinsey Johnson. I believe it was roughing. Face-off near side is controlled by the Riverhawks. Bounced off the near side board, right onto the stick of Shirley. Shirley's able to clear it out. She comes away with it, hands it off to Hockett. Hockett, Shirley. Shirley with the breakaway. Shirley carries it down, sends it high over the net and off the back glass. Oakes picks it up far side, tries to send it in deep. It's going to be intercepted by Dahlem. Shirley comes away with it. Shirley tries to bring it in, has it knocked free. Backhanded out to center. It'll be picked up out there by Williams and carried in on the far side. Oakes in her back pocket, all the way back behind the net. Okay, the penalty was cross-checking on Johnson. Puck ends up on the far side boards with Dahlem. Dahlem up to Rowan. Rowan sends it into the near side corner. Dahlem will go after it along the near side board. Shirley comes out to challenge. Dahlem walks around her, takes a shot, and picks up the goal and puts the Riverhawks up 2-0. We do have the audio-only feed up and running today, audio.kc0ode.com. If you'd rather listen to it than watch it, Rowan, near side, dumps it in and gives chase. It's going to be picked up by Johnson. She'll sling it hard around the far side wall, all the way around to the far side wall. It'll be held in by the Riverhawks. Down low, out in front of Gilson. Shot and a rebound. Both are turned away. And the Spuds are able to clear it out to center. Swenson. Down into the Riverhawks zone. It'll be kicked out right back in. Spuds will end up offside. Faceoff comes to the near side, just outside the Riverhawks defensive zone. It's going to be controlled by the Riverhawks. Heckendorf. Ahead to Hennessy. Hennessy carries it in, takes a shot. Gilson gets it covered up. 7:27 to go here in the first. Riverhawks are up 2-0. Face-off near side between Cutter and Heckendorf, or Hennessy. It's going to be controlled by the Spuds. Allmendinger back behind the net. Has it taken away by Rowan back behind the net. Held up in the far side corner, Rowan. She pushes it down deep. Sent up to ring it at the point. She brings it down to the near side, takes a shot that goes high over the net and off the glass. And then is sent the entire length of the ice and it'll get called back on ice. Lee lost her stick in the process. We thought it was heading for Valhalla. Died in battle, but it was still in one piece. Shot from the far side. He's going to get blocked out in front of Gilson in traffic. And then ends up in the near side corner. Turned out to center by the Spuds. Down into the Hawks defensive zone. Johnson far side, brings it all the way down in. She's going to bring it around behind the net with 4 Hawks around her. It'll be knocked off her stick and handled back behind the net by Beck. Beck and Steen fight for it in the corner. Ring it, steps into hell. Puck gets kicked over to the near side boards, where Dufault will send it down deep behind the net. Far side boards Tollefson. Cross ice to Lawrence. Lawrence near side drops it off for Ring it. He gets steered back behind the net. Moorhead is able to clear it back out to neutral ice. The chase all the way down into her own zone by Brommer. Brummer. B-R-O-M-M-E-R. Now Lawrence. Lawrence through center. She gets challenged by Ness. It's knocked off her stick. And on a fluky goal, or on a fluky shot from Tollefson from the neutral zone, it bounced up over the leg pad of Gilson to make this game 3-0. Face-off out at center ice between Shirley and Dahlem. Is controlled by the Spuds. Held up right at the blue line. Shirley just got tripped. That'll put the Spuds on the power play. Faceoff comes back down into the Riverhawks zone. Between Shirley and Dahlem. Going to be controlled by North Wright County. Carried out by Brummer. Sent ahead. It'll be run down by Oak. She smacks it right back out of the zone. Ness, far side. Ness, Shirley Hockett, 3-on-4. Ness loses it over to Dahlem. Dahlem is able to clear it out. It'll be picked up just inside the Moorhead end by Allmendinger. Allmendinger across to Oaks. Oaks ahead to Shirley. Shirley almost has it poked away. It'll end up with Hockett, but the Spuds end up running into the zone offside. Faceoff is dumped into the zone and cleared right back out. Johnson will bring it back in right at the point. Takes the shot. Kick save made by Dwinnell. It'll be Everett near side. Crossover to Johnson. Johnson down deep into Everett. She'll have a pocket picked by Heckendorf. We'll end up with Johnson far side. Shot, stick save. Dwinnell comes into the near side corner. Stolen away from Beck by Retzer. Right onto the stick of Tollefson, who's able to clear it out to center. Swenson inside her own zone. Cross to Dufault. Ahead to Retzer. Swenson and Everett are the only ones out there. Everett near side picks it up. Brings it around right out front. Shot. Kick save made by Dwinnell. She couldn't pick up the rebound. Almost had it. Hennessy was there to steal it away. Everett breaks the zone once again. Dumps it in the near side corner. Lawrence. Now Rowan. Turned the other way by Oaks. Rowan enters the zone. Oaks clears it out. Lee ahead to Cutter. Cutter dumps it down deep. Behind the net, Cutter. Out to Oaks. Oakes back to Cutter along the far side wall. Centering pass right out in front to Lee. Can't get a hold of it. It'll be picked up by Rowan. Out through center. Just as she breaks into the Moorhead zone, it's stolen away by Oakes. Oakes near side corner. Chips it up and off the wall, right back out to center. Heckendorf. Heckendorf looks to send it ahead. Intercepted by Cutter. Cutter's going to take it into the Riverhawks zone on the far side. Down into the corner, she'll get pinched up. Puck comes loose. Chibotowski steps in to help. It's going to come away on the stick of Hennessy. Hennessy has said ahead to Subaski. Stolen just inside the zone by the Spuds. Lee kicks it out to center. Gathered up just inside the Riverhawks zone by Fluhart. Rowan on the near side now. Has it peeled off her stick by Dufault. Hanukkah tries to clear. Brummer is there to hold. She'll dump it in behind the Moorhead net where it's gathered up by Johnson. Johnson sends it off the wall to Hanukkah. Hanukkah head to Steen out to center. It'll be picked up there by Brummer. Far side corner of the Moorhead zone. Spuds look to clear. It'll end up being held in by Fluharty, who takes a shot that goes right into the chest pad of Gilson. Minute 56, 55. Their clock has some burnt out bulbs on it. So we'll go with a minute 56, first period left. 10 and 10, Steen and ring it to square up. Puck comes all the way around on the near side boards. Hanukkah out to center to Steen. Picked off by Brummer. Just inside the Riverhawks zone, it'll be turned right back out. Allmendinger from the red liner with a shot. It'll get knocked down and behind the net by Dwinnell. Turned right back out by the Riverhawks. Dumped in by Allmendinger. Puck goes behind the net. Shirley goes after it. Shirley and Fluharty fight for it down to the far side corner, minute 17. Hockett comes in to help. Hockett pulls it out. Ring it goes after her. Puck comes back to Shirley. She'll take a trip behind the net. Off the near side boards up to Allmendinger. Allmendinger shot, or sends it down to Hockett. Hockett can't quite get a stick on it. Now it bounces out to center. Breakaway by Ring it. Ring it over to Lawrence on the near side. Lawrence with the shot and the goal with just under 1 minute left here in the first period. Now for those that were watching yesterday, that means we are 1 goal away from a running clock. Five goals in any period, a 5-goal differential in any period means a running clock. 14-minute periods, minute 30 penalties. Far side shot is going to be knocked down by Shirley. Shirley's able to bump it out to center. Hockett gives chase, 1 on 2. She'll have it knocked off her stick by Heckendorf. It'll end up back behind the net. Out in front of Dwinnell. Bounced up into the air and right into her glove. We'll be down to 31.8 seconds left here in the first. Yeah, I answered that one. Face off near side is going to be kicked back behind the net. Sent all the way around on the far side and out to center by Heckendorf. Johnson gives chase. Just inside of her own zone, she picks it up and has it knocked off her stick by Williams. He'll end up back behind the Moorhead net. Dufault and Sobrowski fight for it. From the near side back, sends it down deep. It'll go off the side of the cage, bounce back over on the near side boards. Everett sends it the length of the ice. No icing. Time is going to expire. So don't go anywhere. They don't zam. They don't do much. We get 1 minute break. So we'll be right back here in just a minute. Welcome back to Dangle Fest 2023. We are back to start the second period. Spuds currently trail 2-0. Shot goes just wide of Gilson and back behind the net. Handle on the far side and sent up to Heckendorf at the point. It slides all the way out to center. Heckendorf inside of her own zone. Tries to clear it out. Will be sent down into the Moorhead zone and cleared right back out by Dufault. Far side, Steen brings it down in, tries to steer it around Heckendorf. Heckendorf is going to end up coming away with it. Out through the near side, through neutral ice. She gets challenged by Hockett. Puck is just knocked free. It'll be Hendrickson near side. Backhands, tries to backhand it in. It'll end up staying out at center ice. Turned away by Bateson. Now Allmendinger, far side. Puck will end up down in the Moorhead zone. Oakes, hard and fast off the far side, or off the near side wall. It'll be Hockett that picks it up on the red line out of neutral. Ring it. Through center. Brings it in right at the point. Gets challenged by Allmendinger. Puck comes loose. Allmendinger tries to clear it out. It's going to be held in by Tollefson. Shot from the far side is turned away by Oakes. Oakes is going to bring it out through neutral. Tries to take it all the way down in. It'll be knocked free. Ring it near side. Challenged by Shirley. Centering pass. Turned away by Allmendinger. Picked up now by Lawrence. Lawrence sends it back behind the net. Turned back the other way by Ring it. Centering pass. Turned away by Allmendinger. Allmendinger has it near side. Out through center. Looks to bring it in. She crosses the blue line, takes the shot, goes high over the net, down into the corner to where she picks it back up. Rebound to Retzer, over to Shirley. Down into the near side corner, and around back behind the net, onto the far side wall. Swenson now, from the point, is able to hold it in. She gives chase all the way on the near side wall. Fights with Tollefson. She comes away with it. Johnson steps in to help. Johnson from the side of the slot. Can't get the shot away. Picked up by Retzer. Retzer gets the shot off, and that one will get swallowed up by Dwinnell. 11-25 or 26 again. Not entirely sure. Face off far side. Handled by Dufault. She can't hold it in. It's knocked out to center. It'll be picked up near side by Sobrowski. Turned away from the side of Gilson by Everett. Round to the far side. Retzer bumps it out to center. It's going to slide all the way down into the Riverhawks zone. Swenson ran it down, was chasing after it with Bromer. Bromer saw her come and had to kick it up another gear. On the near side boards. Oakes tries for the shot. Knocked down in traffic. Puck bounces out to center. Everett picks it up. Everett, Allmendinger. Allmendinger on the far side. Allmendinger bumps it ahead. Swenson is able to pick it up right at the blue line. Brings it into the slot. She fights her way in with two other Riverhawk skaters. They're able to knock it free and out to center. Just inside the Moorhead zone, Allmendinger gets taken down. Should have been a tripping, no call. Far side shot goes just to the inside of the net. Around back behind it on the near side boards. Everett gets taken down. One Riverhawk skater down. Shot from deep inside the Moorhead zone goes right on to Dwinnell. Handled back behind her own net, Brummer. Out to Lawrence, or to Williams at center ice, who bumps it up and off the board. But she was a little bit too far on the home side of the red line. So that one will get called back on icing with exactly 10 minutes to go here in the second. Faceoff comes back down to the glove side of Dwinnell. Dufault. Taylor mails it around back behind the net. Tibitowski is there. She's able to keep Beck from getting it. Cutter, near side. Tibitowski. Tibitowski tries to center it up. It's going to be knocked down by Heckendorf. Held up back behind the net, and then on the near side wall. Johnson tries to turn it in. Lee. Shot. Stick save, Dwinnell. Over to the far side. Beck pins Johnson up against the boards. Or Cutter up against the boards. Taken out through center now by the Riverhawks, all the way down and in. Backhand shot. Gilson made the save, but did not get it covered up. Spuds are able to clear it out. That one's going to go all the way down to the other end and get called back on icing. Faceoff comes back into the Moorhead zone on the near side, 10 and 10. Bounced over on the near side wall controlled by the Riverhawks. Backhand from Ring It over to Tollefson is swallowed up by Gilson right at the top of the crease. Faceoff goes to the far side, this time between Ring It and Steen, 10 and 10. Ring It wins the draw. Riverhawks control. Up to Beck, down low. Over onto the near side boards. It'll be Lawrence. Lawrence loses an edge, gets flipped up or gets tripped up by Oakes, I believe it was. At least I think that's what the call is going to be. Yep, wrong button. Just making sure that you're all awake out there. 4-0 Riverhawks lead, 8:43 second period. Face off near side. Glove side of Gilson. It looks to be between Shirley and Ring It. Ring It's going to win the draw. Riverhawks are going to control. Shot goes right into Ness. That one looked like it hurt. She's not feeling good. Spuds are able to clear it out. All the way down into the Riverhawks zone. Slides just a little bit short of the side of the net, so it'll get called back on icing. Not sure where she caught it, but Ness is not looking like she's feeling good. Riverhawks control. Bumped up to Tollefson, far side. Sent down deep to Williams, behind the net. Dufault is able to peel it away. Dufault off the far side wall to Hocken, who sends it out to center. Shirley picks it up just inside the zone. Shot from a hard angle, goes off a Dwinnell, and the Spuds have scored! Spuds are on the board with 8:06 to go. Welcome to the Shorty. 53 seconds to go on the penalty kills. Caitlin Shirley brings it around, takes one shot that Dwinnell was able to kick away, picked up her own rebound, carried it around back behind the net, was able to get another shot away and stuff in what was left of the rebound, putting the Spuds on the boards, near side. Backhand shot from Ring It, turned away by Gilson. Puck ends up on the near side boards with Shirley. Shirley out through center. She gets challenged by Tollefson, is able to take it all the way down into the corner. She'll get pinned up against the boards by Tollefson. It'll be taken away by Ring It. Far side wall shot. Allmendinger, kick save made by Dwinnell, just about was kicked in by Tollefson. Tollefson brings it out into center and sends it all the way down into the far side corner of the Moorhead zone. That will get called back on icing. 6 seconds remain on the Moorhead penalty. Face-off near side is going to be controlled by the Riverhawks. Bumped out to center and all the way down into the Moorhead zone. That one will get called back on icing as the penalty expires. 7:09 second period. Face-off comes back down into the Riverhawks zone on the club side of Dwinnell. Spuds are going to control. Swenson shot. Stick save made by Dwinnell. Ends up in the near side corner. Off the wall. Down into the slot. It'll be picked up by Bateson and taken out through center by the Riverhawks. Stolen away by Allmendinger just inside of her own zone. Swenson and Everett, 2-on-2 going the other way. Swenson brings it around near side, tries to send it across. She has it blocked by one of the Riverhawks. She's able to pick it up, sends it back behind the net. Out to center, Allmendinger. Pins one up against the wall. Door comes open on the Riverhawks bench. Swenson will have it near side. Swenson tries to jump it up off the wall and be held in by Heckendorf. Heckendorf dumps it down deep. Allmendinger. Now Everett. Everett is able to clear it out to center. Riverhawks will have to reset. Chipped right back down and in. Oaks will have it. Oaks far side. 3-on-2 or 3-on-4. Oaks brings it around back behind the net. Centering pass. Swenson in the slot is knocked down by Ringett. Spuds go for the change. Heckendorf. Ahead to Tollefson. Tollefson near side. Steers around Dufault. Takes a shot. Goes wide of the net. Not at the far side wall. Held in along the far side boards by Brummer. Challenged by Lee. She's able to send it down deep. Johnson comes away with it. She's able to bounce it up off the glass out to neutral. Lee gets pinned up against the wall by Brummer. Spuds are able to dump it into the Riverhawks zone. Lee. Far side, tries to bring it into the center. It'll be turned away by the Riverhawks. And taken out through center, dumped out to center by Tollefson. Dufault dumps it in along the near side, but she was on the wrong side of the red line. That one will go on the other end on icing. 5:08, 4-1 Riverhawks lead. Face-off comes back down to the Moorhead zone on the far side. Dumped into the corner, Dufault. Back behind the net, centering pass is going to come all the way over on the near side boards. Sent out to center by Hendrickson. Picked up just inside of her own zone by Brummer. Cross ice over to Dahlem. Dahlem drives it all the way down into the far side corner of the Moorhead zone. Dufault is there to steal it away to Hendrickson. Hendrickson tries to clear, held in by Fluharty. Bounced out to center, picked up just inside of her own zone by Brummer. Off the far side wall, it'll be knocked into the Moorhead zone by Dahlem, and then bumped right into the glove of Gilson. 4:31 left, second period. Face-off goes to the far side of the Moorhead zone between Shirley and Ringett. Spuds win the draw. Oaks sends it behind the net to Hockett, near side, who's able to bump it out. Shirley with the breakaway, 2-on-1, over to Ness. Ness shot right into the glove of Dwinnell, who makes the save and keeps this a 4-1 Riverhawks advantage. Face-off will be far side of the Riverhawks zone between Ringett and Shirley. Onto the far side boards. Spuds control. Shirley, now Hockett. Hockett to Shirley. Shirley tries for the backhand. Knocked up into the air by Bateson. And did anybody see what the call was? Hand pass. So we'll have a face-off far side again between Shirley and Ringett. Shirley won the draw. Riverhawks controlled momentarily. Spuds were able to hold it in. Hockett behind the net. Tries to center it up. Goes off the side of the net. Back into the near side corner by Bateson. Cleared out to center by Rowan. Carried in far side by Oakes. She has it knocked free. Hockett comes away with it, takes a shot that'll be blocked by Beck. Riverhawks take it out to center. Shirley near side, bumps it ahead. Right onto the stick of Heckendorf. Cleared right back out to center. It'll be Ringett near side. She gets challenged by Shirley. Shirley's able to knock it off the stick and into the near side corner. Heckendorf shot from the near side. Save made by Gilson. Rebound picked up and sent wide of the net and into the far side corner. Shirley along the far side wall. Tries to backhand it into center. Nobody there. Picked up by Beck. Over to Tollefson. Cross ice. It'll be handled by Johnson. Johnson to Retzer. Retzer. Far side. Retzer and Swenson. 2-on-4. Taken near side by Tollefson. She carries it around behind her own net. Sends it along the far side wall. Everett picks it up just before it exits the zone. Brought around to the near side. It'll be cleared out by Tollefson. Will go all the way down into the Moorhead zone where it'll be handled by Hennessy. Dropped off for Dahlem. Dahlem into the far side corner. Puck comes free up to Brummer. Side of the net. Cleared back over to the far side wall by Dufault. Brummer. Everett. Now Retzer out at center. Retzer is able to backhand it ahead to Swenson. It's going to be intercepted by Tollefson. Poke checked away by Johnson just as she was about to break into the Moorhead defensive zone. Johnson far side. Has it knocked off her stick. Everett. Set cross ice by the Riverhawks. Picked up near side by Heckendorf. Dropped off for Tollefson. Tollefson sends it across. It's going to be intercepted by Johnson. Sent back out to center. Brummer will have it at the red line. Sends it all the way down into the near side corner. It'll be picked up there by Ringett. Ringett has it stripped away by Johnson. Johnson sends it out to center. It floats all the way down into the Riverhawks zone. Touched up by Dwinnell. Pushed over into the far side corner. Taken by Brummer. Sent cross ice and out to center. Taken just in front of the Spuds bench by Ringett. Bring it all the way down and in. Puck comes loose just as she got in front of Gilson. Spuds come away with it. Oakes. Oakes up the far side board. She sends it off the wall. She's able to carry it all the way down and in. Tries to bring it around. Has it poke checked away by Fluharty. We'll end up with the Riverhawks back behind the net. Allmendinger held it in. Sent it back down low. It's picked up by Ringett. Onto the far side boards. Held in over on the far side by Dufault. Kicked out to center. Spuds will have to reset. Allmendinger sends it across. It's picked up by Steen. Now Hanukkah. Hanukkah dumps it in. Right on to Dwinnell. And she'll cover it up. And we'll have a stoppage with 25.3 seconds left here in the first, or the second. Audio channel is actually working today, so if you want to check it out, audio.kc0ode.com and press play. Face off near side ends up back behind the Riverhawks net. Cleared out by Basin. Crossover to Tollefson. Chased down into the corner by Dahlem. Dahlem and Dufault behind the net. Dahlem in the near side corner looks to center it up. Brings it around into the slot, goes for the backhand that goes off the side of the net. It'll be picked up by Basin. Stolen away by the Spuds. Steen ahead to Hanukkah. And that's how the period is going to expire. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to start the third of the second game of the Moorhead Invitational. Actually, I'm not even sure who hosts this thing. Oh, the Youth Hockey Hub Dangle Fest tournament. Near side Williams gets pinned up against the boards by Dufault. Dufault comes away with it, sends it around onto the far side, where he turned right back behind the net by Heckendorf. Near side held in by Beck. Dufault is able to chip it out to Shirley at center. Shirley and Ness tries to chip it ahead. Ness was looking the other direction. Heckendorf has it just inside of her own zone. Off the wall. Shirley is there to break it free. Ness goes down into the corner after it. Ness and Dahlem look to fight for it. Centering pass, nobody home. It's turned away by Sobrowski. But taken out to center. Down into the Moorhead zone, Williams. Now brought around behind the net, right out in front of Gilson. Puck loose. Shot in the goal, or rebound in the goal, or not sure what it was, but it ended up in past the goal line, so that makes it a 5-1 Riverhawks lead. 12:44, third period. Not quite running clock yet. Face off at center between Ringett and Steen. It's going to be won by Steen, handled by Allmendinger. Off the boards ahead to Hanukkah. Intercepted by Brummer. Down low, near side corner, Steen. Hands it off to Hanukkah. Centering pass, shot, kick save, rebound, kick save. And the ref blew it dead. Not sure why. Apparently he must have thought that Dwindle had it covered up, but it was still loose. Riverhawks control. Bromer tries to send it off the near side boards, ends up with Allmendinger, who kicks it down deep. Turned off to the side by Brummer. Steen in the corner. Steen and Brummer. Hanukkah steps in to help. Puck gets pinned up back in behind the net. Will get turned free and end up with Fluharty. Out through center, Hennessy. Breaks the zone, puts the shot on Gilson. Just kind of a little dribbler that she was able to jump on and cover up. Faceoff comes to the club side of Gilson. It'll be between Swenson and Dahlem. Swenson wins the draw, kicks it over on the near side boards. It'll end up being fought over by Retzer and Bateson. Retzer's able to come away with it. She clears it out to center. Rolls all the way down into the Riverhawks zone, where it'll be picked up by Heckendorf. Heckendorf ahead to Dahlem. She'll bring it all the way down and in, loses it in the slot. Swenson is able to push it over in the corner. It'll now be Dahlem and Dufault. Dahlem comes away with it. Swenson comes in to help. She knocks it free momentarily. Off the back and bounced in. And that is our 5-goal differential. (6-1) Riverhawks lead with 11:04, 11:3, 11:2 to go. Face-off out of center between Cutter and Dahlem. It's going to be controlled by the Riverhawks. Far side taken in by Bateson. Stolen away by the Spuds, cleared out by Dufault. Back at center ice. Sends it cross ice with a shot taken at Gilson that goes wide of the net and back behind. Dufault off the far side boards. It slides all the way out to center. It should be an offsides. It did make it out. Heckendorf pushed it right back in. No offside. Johnson in the corner. Kicks it out to center. This time it is definitely on offside if they Take it back in. Riggett. Has it knocked off her stick by Johnson. Johnson, near side, sends it ahead to Lee, who can't get a stick on it. And we have a penalty on number 10 from the Riverhawks. That would be Kendall Ringett for tripping. So that'll put the Spuds on the power play for a very quick minute and a half, being that the clock is running. Faceoff is won by the Spud, dumped down behind the net by Ness. Along the near side wall, it's going to slide all the way out to center. Oakes is going to have to chase it all the way down in deep into her own zone. She'll send it around behind the net and onto the far side, where it'll be taken by Tollefson. Stolen away by Shirley. Shirley chips it into the Riverhawks zone and gives chase. It ends up back behind the net. Her and Fluharty both fight for it. Ness comes away with it. Ness to Hockett, back behind the net. Shirley, centering pass up to Ness, can't get a handle on it. It comes all the way over onto the near side boards. Hockett in the corner, centering pass. As Shirley comes streaking in, Shirley's shot goes just wide of the net and into the far side corner. Now Fluharty behind the net. Spuds are on a flurry. 37-36 left on their power play. Held up down in the far side corner, Tollefson. Up to Ness. Chip back behind the net. It'll be pushed over onto the far side wall, or on the near side wall by Fluharty. Shot by from Allmendinger. Centering pass into the slot is intercepted and taken the other direction by Williams. Williams hard and fast, near side. Centering pass over to Tollefson is going to get steered back out. Tollefson tries to send it in deep. It's going to go right up to the point with a shot from Williams. It goes just wide of Gilson. Now on the far side boards. Shirley is there to hold it. Power play over. Riverhawks back at full strength. Allmendinger behind the net. Tries to clear it out. It bounces past Brummer. Picked up inside their own zone by Hennessy. She'll take a trip behind the net with Shirley right behind her. Able to clear it out to center. It's going to go all the way down into the Moorhead zone. No icing. Ref said Duval touched it as it entered the zone. 7:57 to go. Far side. Hendrickson has it stolen away. Carried out in front. Shot. And the goal from Hennessy makes this a 7-1 Riverhawks advantage. Face off back out at center ice. It's going to be Dahlem and Steen, controlled by the Riverhawks. Stolen away by the Spuds, right back onto the stick of Heckendorf. Heckendorf brings it right into the slot, takes a shot, goes high over the net and off the back boards. Puck ends up on the far side wall. Handled by Dufault in the corner. Now Steen. Turned the other direction by Rowan. Along the far side wall, or along the near side wall. Hanukkah. She's able to clear it out to center where Beck will take it. Beck cross ice to Bateson. Dropped off for Heckendorf. Now Rowan. Steen. Rowan. Stolen away by Hanukkah. Hanukkah's able to chip it out to center. That one's going to go just about 10 feet short of the side of the net, so it'll get called back on ice and 6:31 to go. 6:27-25. Swenson takes the face-off with Ringett. Ringett is going to win the draw that time. Dropped off to Heckendorf. Heckendorf cross ice. Shot blocked out in traffic. Retzer tries to clear. Held in by Heckendorf near side. Up and off the glass. Retzer's able to kick it out. That one's going to go the length of the ice. It'll be run down by Beck before it's called back on icing. Turned out to center by Beck. Allmendinger will have it there. Allmendinger across to Oakes. Oakes ahead to Everett inside the zone. Bounced up into the air. Puck will end up down in the corner where it'll be taken by Heckendorf. Back behind the net. Retzer tries to send it out front. It'll go off the back of the net and be taken by Ringett near side. Held in by Allmendinger. Allmendinger shot. Kick save made by Dwinnell. Will be held up back behind the net by Everett and Beck. Bounced out through center. Oakes has it at center. And Hockett is going to get called for slashing with 5:04 to go here in the third. Nope, not Hockett, Everett. Braylon Everett, number 13, is the guilty party. Face off far side of the Moorhead zone between Cutter and Dahlem. It's going to be controlled by the Spuds. Johnson will have it in the corner. Kicked away by the Riverhawks. Picked up by Dahlem back behind the net. Dahlem to Tollefson. Centering pass is going to be intercepted by Cutter. She tries to break the zone. It's going to be held in by Dahlem. Dahlem tries to center it up to Tollefson. He'll end up with Dahlem on the near side to Brummer. Dahlem shot from the slot, goes just wide of the net, ends up back behind on the stick of Tollefson. Tollefson far side over to Hennessy. Hennessy up to Fluharty, back to Hennessy, out to the point, intercepted by Cutter. Cutter's able to kick it out to center. 37 seconds to go on the PK. Lee near side, fights with Bromer. Bromer pushes it ahead. Will he turn right back the other direction by Dahlem? Bromer comes away with it. Dumps it into her own zone to Fluharty. 22 seconds left on the PK. Far side, Lee. Lee and Tollefson fight for it. Dahlem comes away with it. Dahlem enters the zone right at the top of the points. Knocked free onto the stick of Rowan, who puts a shot on Gilson, and that one will get covered up as the penalty expires. 3:24, 7-1 Riverhawks lead. Face-off comes to the club side of Gilson in the Moorhead zone. This time it'll be Ness and Ringett to square up. Riverhawks control. Heckendorf sends it down low. Rowan tried for the redirect that went right between her legs and into the far side corner. Spuds are going to take it out to center. Kicked ahead by Oakes. Dumped in along the far side, turned the other direction by Heckendorf. Ness. Bounced out to center by Ringett. Ringett has a poke checked away by Allmendinger. Allmendinger off the boards. Out to center, dump right back in by Ringett. Oakes behind the net. To Allmendinger. To Shirley. They try to clear. Beck is there to hold it. Dumps it back down into the near side corner. Allmendinger will gather it up there. Allmendinger takes a trip behind her own net. Looks for an outlet. She's going to carry it right out through center. 3-on-2 advantage. Breaks the D's. It's able to get a shot away that goes just wide of the net. 2 minutes to go here in the period. Shirley back behind the net. Out to Hockett. Hockett's backhand is kicked away by Dwinnell. Over to the far side wall and back down in behind the net. It'll be taken by Heckendorf. She gets pinned up against the wall by Hockett. Near side taken by Beck. Kicked around behind the net and onto the far side boards. Bumped back down by Allmendinger. And then sent into the corner by Ness. Hockett picks it up behind the net. Centering pass out front to Shirley. Shirley's shot goes just wide. She'll end up with a rebound on the near side. Takes a shot from the high point. That'll get covered up by Dwinnell with 1:25 to go here in the third. Face-off will go to the glove side of Dwinnell between Steen and Dahlem. Held up in the corner. Dahlem. Dahlem and the ref fight for it. Dahlem comes away with it. She sends it ahead out to center to Williams. Williams bumps it in. Near side corner. She looks to center it up. Nobody there. Could be default. Now Steen. Brooklyn Steen pushes it ahead. That one's going to go all the way down into the Riverhawks end. It'll be Hanukkah behind the net. Off the far side corner. Riverhawks are able to clear it. Dahlem out to center. She's got Johnson riding her all the way down and in. Puck comes free and into the near side, or into the far side, or into the near side corner. Johnson is going to get called with a penalty with 14 seconds. I think they're probably just going to let the clock expire. So with 15 seconds to go, Riverhawks go to the power play, but the period is going to end. The game is going to run out on the running clock. Spuds are going to fall by a final of 7-1 to the North Wright County Riverhawks. I believe a division of the St. Thomas Michael Academy. So your Spuds will be in action again tomorrow at 11:45 a.m. when they are set to take on, bear with me, I will find it here, where they are set to take on the Edina Hornets. So from the Blaine Super Rink, in I believe Minneapolis, Minnesota, for my camera operator, Steve Oakes, thank you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow. This has been a production of Krabby Toad Studios. Have a great afternoon.